Good morning. I'm a couple of minutes late for me. 8:03 is not too bad, but I had technical difficulties. So first, my wrist thing's not counting my steps right. So I got up and ran around real quick just to see if it was counting them again. It did, but this morning I know I got up, went to the bathroom twice in the night, and it still showed zero. And I'm like, look, I know it's at least 11 steps there and back, at least probably about 12, 13 to the bathroom and back. So it didn't have any. So it's serious stuff. And then the computer here keeps popping up this little, we didn't understand your query, and I'm like, I didn't make one. So, and I bet it came up 10 times while I was trying to type in the description, which has two websites. I've been talking about the First John study guide. That's tomorrow night. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. It's so good to talk about scripture with one another, with other believers. And we've had a real eclectic group. We have olders and youngers and some most, yeah, and in betweens, and people who've studied the word for years, and some who haven't studied quite as long, but they're learning, and we just got a whole, it's just a good mix, and we just throw it out there. We talk about it, and we flesh it all out, and share our thoughts and insights and questions. Questions are welcome too. They're very much welcome, right? And so it's interactive here live on Facebook on Thursday night. So I've talked about getting that First John study guide, but this morning I realized, look, I got a lot of other books too. I got about 12 books on my website. A couple of them are free. I've got free. You can download poems for caregivers for free on the Doves Farm Ministry site. There's the declarations. It's only $1, and it's just a compilation of the declarations from Psalms. I need to pull mine back out because it's amazing when you use it. When I use it, it's like, oh, these are so good. Why don't I do this every day, right? So, and if you don't have the money for them, you know what? Send me a message. Tell me which ones you want. I'll send you the ebooks. I don't even care. But anyway, so this morning, along with all this technology issues, it's just been it's going to I'm planning for kind of a busy day, and that's good. And the busy is going to be good, so it's not like it's a bad busy day, right? But I got a lot of things to cram into this day today. As I was thinking this morning, I was working earlier, and I was thinking, and I thought, you know what? God is not afraid of our chaos. Because even though we feel chaotic, things are chaotic, I guess we should say, and we feel under pressure, and we feel uh, maybe like we're not sure how this day's gonna go. He is not sitting over in the corner biting his fingernails or wringing his hand wondering what he's gonna do. you know when the and here I have two things that come to mind, two scriptures I want to share on it. And one is when the disciples were in the boat in the storms. He didn't say, you know what, I'm the son of God, I'm out of here, I do not have to go through this storm. He didn't have to say, I'm going home. That's it. Mm-mm, no, he didn't say, I'll wait for you on the shore. It'll be okay in a minute. Maybe. No, he in the one account, he walked out in the middle of the storm to them and brought peace. And so when I look at it that way, I'm like, I realize that God will walk out in our storms. He doesn't look at our crazy, crazy days and say, I do not know what you're going to do, but I am not coming into all that. No, instead, he patiently waits for opportunities, and he wants us to give him those opportunities. So when our days are busy, and I always start my day with prayer. Well, I pray throughout the day too, because my thoughts really become prayers. Because ain't nobody else to talk to. Chris don't talk back much, a little bit lately, but not much, right? And so I'm talking to Chris a lot through the day too. Poor guy. He's probably gonna finally say, "Would you just be quiet? just shut up," but because I talk to him so much through the day, but my thoughts, my concerns, I just turn them into prayers. I'm all day long, I'm giving them to God. Oh man, I've got this meeting at 9 o'clock with this client. God, help give me wisdom. Let me know how to deal with this client. Let me know what the right way to deal with them is. I want to deal in integrity and honesty, and I want to, and so as I'm thinking about my busyness, I'm turning those things into prayers and asking for wisdom in situations, asking him how to handle situations, asking him, should I pursue this client's work? Is this going to be? And when I get a red flag, I just go, sorry, not interested. I just get out. I've learned it's a hard way. I've learned the hard way that when there's red flags, just get out because those red flags mean something usually. And even if you can't explain it, you know, you're gonna get yourself in a bind if you override those red flag warnings, right? So, um, my thoughts become prayers like that. And so this morning I was praying about the meeting and different things that I know are going down today, and I was working too, and I was just thinking, man, I'm so busy, and God's like, he's not scared of our craziness. He doesn't check out and go, "Yeah, call me when it calms down," because I just can't do all this. you know, and I know that my brain goes so fast. My friend Mary says I got a Google mind. You say one term and I've got 50 tabs open. Which way do you want to go? Right? And that's pretty accurate. And so God doesn't that doesn't scare God. He doesn't say, "Oh, I just can't take this anymore." You got way too much energy, or he's not. He doesn't check out when things get chaotic for us because it's our decisions, and sometimes it's not our decisions. Sometimes life just happens, right? We have situations we have to deal with our family, with our kids, sometimes with our friends, with our coworkers, with our colleagues and peers, and maybe church people, or even if you go out to the store, there's people, and there's always something to deal with if you're dealing with people because people's crazy these days, right? And so, and besides all that, then there's all the big stuff. The shooting in Texas yesterday was horrific. I can't even imagine the heart wrenching situation in actual real time. But then there's wars going on, there's famines like we've never even imagined, and there's just so many things going on. God doesn't check out and go, I just can't do y'all anymore. He never does that. Instead, here's what he does. Isaiah 30:18. The Lord will wait, that he may be gracious to you, and therefore he will be exalted, that he may have mercy on you. For the Lord is a God of justice. Blessed are all those who wait for him. So basically, it's saying God will wait for me until I get all this stuff settled down and just go, oh, I still need you, God. I have to have you. I want your compassion working in me, for me, and through me to others, right? I want your grace working for me, in me, and through me to others. I want your mercy working for me, through me to others. And I want your peace to abide here. He waits until we're ready. He's so patient. It says he patiently waits to be gracious to us. He waits. He purposefully just sits here and waits, so to speak. That's the picture in my mind anyway, right? For us to go, God, and he goes, oh, I'm right here. I didn't go. I didn't leave. I'm right here waiting for you to need me. I'm waiting for you to lean on me. I'm waiting for you to ask me for help. I'm waiting. I'm just watching. I'm so anxious to give you grace. I'm so anxious to fill your heart with peace. I'm so anxious to extend my mercy to you. I was just waiting for you to call. I was just waiting for you to look my way. I was standing here all along, just waiting. That's our God. Isn't that an amazing picture that even in the midst of our chaos, even in the midst of our storms, in the midst of our craziness, in the midst of our just, life is just crazy these days. And we've got all this technology to make it easier. I don't have to hand wash laundry, thank God. I don't even hand wash my dishes, right? I've got a dishwasher, and yet it seems like there's so many more things demanding our time, demanding, crying out for our attention, while he just stands and waits to be gracious for us. He waits for us to get our eyes off the chaos, to get our eyes off the craziness that's going around, and to turn to him, just a glimpse his way, and he's going, I'm here, I'm right here, man, I'm right here, man. I'm right here. What do you need? I've got grace. I've got mercy. I've got peace. I got forgiveness. I got wholeness. I've got righteousness. I've got the kingdom of God to share with you. I'm just waiting for you to look my way. But He doesn't leave us in the chaos. He will not leave us. He can't leave us. We've talked about this a lot of times. He literally doesn't have the capacity to leave because He's everywhere. So even if He tried to leave, He'd already be there and He'd still be here. So He literally can't leave us, but He won't leave us alone in our chaos, in our hurt. I've talked to a couple of friends lately, and there's just so many people are grieving, suffering loss, and sometimes we aren't taught how to handle those kind of emotions. We aren't taught, that sometimes even in church circles, especially years ago, not so much now maybe, but years ago we were taught you don't express that. It's not faith. But I urge you today to just get gut level honest with God. Tell Him, this makes me really mad. It's okay. It's not like He doesn't know, right? Or tell Him, man, I'm so deeply offended by this. I'm hurt by this. These actions by this person really hurt my heart. God, what do I do? Because when we're expressing that to Him, we're giving it to Him, and you don't want to just tell Him your laundry list of, this made me mad, this really ticked me off, this is not going my way, I don't know what to do with this person doesn't like me anymore, this person, yeah, just giving Him a laundry list is not the way to go. But when I say, God, I don't know what to do with this situation, then ask. Because the Lord is waiting to be gracious to you. This situation is really eating at me, God, and I don't know what to do. Please show me how to handle this person, this situation, this financial struggle, this whatever your this is. You list it to God, and then you give it to God, and then you wait and ask and wait for His answer, because He's waiting to be gracious to you, to have mercy on you, to be in your chaos, in the sense that He's going to bring peace there. He is the only way to have peace in chaos. God is our only hope for peace in this crazy, crazy, falling apart world. There isn't. Don't go looking. Don't waste your time. You're not going to find peace anywhere else. I hate to break it to you, but there's not going to be peace anywhere else. But in the middle of a crazy, chaotic world, we can have a place of refuge and the peace of God, knowing that His kingdom still stands. The work He does in us, the salvation He wrought for, He fought and bought for us, the righteousness that He clothed us with, though His work doesn't wane, it doesn't go away, it doesn't weaken, though it may be, though we're hit with many things on many sides. His peace still stands. His grace still stands. His mercy still works. His righteousness is still extended. We just have to accept all these things. Isn't that awesome? Isn't that amazing? What an amazing God. What a beautiful God. What a beautiful picture of grace and compassion and mercy and peace and righteousness that He has given us. So in your chaos today, if things are going crazy for you, and if they're not going crazy for you, just wait. They will eventually. So in those moments, just take them to Him. Ask Him for answers. Ask Him for peace. Let His peace reign. Let His mercy work in your life. Let His grace work through you. We need Him more than we've ever needed Him before. And He is our only source of true peace. Trust Him with all your chaos today, and let His peace reign in your heart. Have a great day. Peace out. I'll see you tomorrow.